non-conventional education, and he will be an observer today. He is in Terre Haute, Indiana, and we'll interact with him further to see how this can be made or improved or made enjoyable for all ages.
Awesome, Saket. Welcome on board. Lovely to have you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, shirt shows he's from India.
He will join maybe.
Is Dr. Ashni joining, Dr. Rao?
I called her, but she didn't answer. Hopefully,
that's
she will
all right.
join soon.
We'll start and then we'll go
then.
in the same order.
Yeah.
And if there is any, she can pitch in as she comes. So, who's going to share the screen?
Geeta has everything ready.
One minute. Oh, why did this one came? Give me 1 second. Oh.
For those of you,
it went. Oh, I set it up. I think it went back to the original slide.
Oh.
Okay, then
you have that set. Like I put everything ready, but I don't know why.
No. It's very simple. I'll call out, and so that you can cancel all of them. Vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah.
1, 2, and 5.
Give me a second.
While Dr. Rao is doing that, also people who have not participated last week, we're doing the Foodpardy game, which has been done before, but we're just going to add some extra incentives to it. We're going to ask the player to give us some insight on how they use the particular food product. Then I will share some information about it. Maybe Dr. Rao, you can also probably give some valued information from your side, or if anybody else is there, and while Ashwini can join, we'll probably kind of discuss about it. We just want to kind of add more value into the game. That way it remembers. It's more in your memory is what I'm trying to say, that you're able to use these food products more effectively in your daily diet. Okay. Yes, Dr. Rao.
Sure. If I have something to add, I'll always, but when you are there, there's not much that I can add. I added you, so what else I can do?
Dr. Rao, that is a good one. All right.
Shaket Raman?
Yes, sir.
Can you unmute and explain your student interactions and non-conventional education while Geeta is getting ready?
Yes, of course. Okay.
We're not able to hear you.
Yes.
Okay, now it's right.
Yeah. So
good. We don't have to tell that you are from Indiana State.
So sorry about that.
No, good.
And then where do I start from? So
how did you get here, Saket? What is your goals and what do you intend doing?
Ma'am, there isn't, to be honest, it's like entire vision behind the person behind all of this is my dad. Like he was interested into J. Krishnamurti philosophy, and then he couldn't find admission in Rishi Valley School in India. So he thought of taking us to a different place like that. So this is about 93 and 94. So we couldn't find many schools in India. Then he thought, why don't we support them at home, and then we get all the resources at home, and then that was not possible at that time. So he quit his business, and then he thought, let us do a road schooling kind of thing. Then we've just every 6 months we used to go to a new place to explore, meet new people, volunteer in that space. It can be anything. It can be farming, food, in different kind of things. Like if I have to pick language, then we used to go to a place where there is there they're going to teach or volunteer. And then we used to stay there, and my mom and dad used to help in that organization, and then we used to learn part of that. And then he would also believe, like, when you teach, you learn twice. So irrespective of age point, so whatever we learn on the day, the other day we are supposed to teach in the classroom. That was the target. For the first 15 years, the journey was like that. I have a sister. So me and my sister, we have begun like that. And then that's how it has, it has started. And then later, once we have begun independently, we started moving out of the house without the parents' help at the age of 15. Then he made us understand. He also wanted us to know how to manage financial things and stuff. So then we have put all the alternative ideas into conventional schools. We used to go visit conventional schools and try to teach. Teach is a very big word, but try to introduce what we have acquired or learned. So there, in that journey, we used to experience all that. And then there we try to manage financial things and all that. And that was actually for some kind of time, some period of time. Later, I was interested into music, and then I've learned Carnatic vocal for a while. And then and that was a long journey. That took me like 5 to 6 years. I was into it. And then Sahaja is interested into storytelling and art. So then from that art and music, we thought of introducing the curriculum, irrespective of any board. So why can't we introduce any curriculum into this, was the target. And then from then we designed some curriculum. And then, to be honest, it's not like designing anything. As soon as we go to the school, according to the requirement. So
Okay,
we used to,
good.
yeah.
Saket, Geeta ji is back.
Yes.
Please.
I'm here. Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, this is the last one, like which we left not doing it. Yes, Lalita ji, you can take over and I can call people.
Sorry, yeah.
We
So,
can start,
sorry,
right?
Saket. Yes. That's wonderful. Saket, I think you've given us some great insight, and I am very intrigued, and I'm going to talk to you at a later time. But Dr. Rao is the specialty person. He would pick people, these special mangoes that you get, like Narada got the mango, right? He would bring these special mangoes from different places. So
I know.
I think every person that he picks, with all modesty, every person that he picks is a unique personality. So welcome on board. And here we are to start the party. So who's with us today to play, Geeta ji?
Yes, like I know, like so many cameras are off. So just I'm going to pick whoever I can say.
But please turn your cameras on, guys. We need to see your faces. ऐसे मजा नहीं होता है. Come on, everybody turn your cameras on. It's okay if you're in your pajamas, if you're not dressed up, it's perfectly all right. Yes, go ahead, Geeta.
I chose Kamoben Chawda. Kamoben ji.
Kamoben. Yes. Namaste, Kamoben. Please pick your vegetable fruit. कौन सा भी है और number.
Spicy 300.
Spices for 300. Yes. Okay. Let's see what you have.
Oh. Cinnamon.
Awesome. Let's see if you got the right answer. I think so, but we'll find out. Yes.
Dalchini. Cinnamon.
Dalchini. Good job, Kamoben. Very good. Kamoben, आप कैसे यूज करते हो इसको अपने खाने पे?
वो खड़ा मसाला बोलते हैं ना, खड़ा मसाला.
हाँ जी.
तड़का में डालते हैं लौंग, बेलपत्र
जी.
गरम मसाला.
गरम मसाला. हाँ. आपको do you know any of the healthy aspects of cinnamon? किसी कारण आप इसको कोई प्रॉपर्टीज पता है आपको?
हाँ, उससे कोलेस्ट्रॉल कम होता है.
कोलेस्ट्रॉल कम होता है, ओके। और कोई?
और कोई तो मुझे मालूम नहीं।
कोई बात नहीं, कमो बहन, गुड जॉब। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपने सही कहा, we use this as a spice. Cinnamon is actually it's from a tree, the bark of the tree, and even half an inch of cinnamon every day in water, soaked in water, and just got sweetness and a little bit of bitterness to it, but the sweetness and the bitterness added to it, the properties are very, very helpful to reduce your blood sugar levels. So they actually tell you that cinnamon के वजह से अगर आपको diabetes है, तो early morning अगर आप cinnamon खाओगे, उसको पानी पे soak करके पहले, before eating anything else, just half an inch से कम अगर आप खाओगे, तो आपको बहुत डायबिटीज के लिए। इसके अलावा सिनेमन के बहुत सारे एंटी इन्फ्लेमेटोरी प्रॉपर्टीज भी है, विच मींस कि हमारे स्किन का जो कम्प्लेक्शन का जो प्रॉब्लम है, हमारे फेस में अगर कोई पिंपल्स आ जाए, यंगर पीपल को जो पिंपल्स के प्रॉब्लम होते हैं, जो जिटीज के प्रॉब्लम होते हैं, सिनेमन और सैंडलवुड के पाउडर अगर हम साथ में लगाए तो इट इज वेरी हेल्पफुल टू क्लियर द स्किन. Cinnamon also has excellent properties of anti-inflammatory properties, which means it can be used as an ingredient, just जैसे creams वगैरह हम use करते हैं. It soothes the muscles. And of course, like all other spices, it has got that, the sweetness to it, natural sweetness to it, which in a way helps for diabetes. जहाँ पे शुगर कम करें हम और सिनेमन जहाँ पे ज्यादा करेंगे, तो उस स्वीटनेस से हमको वो मतलब we don't feel like हम शुगर नहीं खा रहे. So those are the wonderful properties about cinnamon. Saket, as an observer, do you want to share any information that you may have learned in your journey of life? You look like you are a very, well-visited person around the world. What do you have to share about cinnamon?
क्या मुझे कहा?
नहीं, साकेत को पूछ रही हूँ, कमो बहन. Saket is not there, it looks like. Okay, never mind. We'll go to the next one.
Next one. Yeah, I like cinnamon bun.
You like cinnamon buns. Oh my God. Those were the first things that I came across when I came to this country. Anytime you go to the mall, the first thing that attracts you is the Cinnabons.
Yeah. Next one, Rita Kohli.
Rita Kohli ji, boliye.
Ma'am, sorry, I missed.
That's okay. That's okay, Saket. We'll go next one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ji, Rita.
I will take vegetable for 300.
Vegetable for 300. It is yours, Rita ji. You are ready to figure this out.
Pumpkin.
You know what? For some reason, my screens are not coming out that quickly. I don't know. Okay, very good. Okay, I think that's a very obvious answer, and hopefully that's the right answer. And for a different name, let's find out. The all-time Halloween favorite, and very, very popularly used in North America for many reasons. Rita ji, how do you use pumpkin in your? I know there is so many varieties of pumpkin, and I do have a story to share with all of you. But before that, Rita ji, how do you use pumpkin in your cooking?
First, we make sabzi out of it, and especially that sabzi we make it, we always put a very small amount of sugar in it, and I use gur in it. I don't use the white sugar. But pumpkin, we make a halwa out of it, which is very strenuous type of thing, cutting into very small pieces and just, in the ghee, we roast it so much and then it becomes like a lump, and put all those almond, cashew, whatever you want to put it in, and at last you put little bit of sugar. It's very tasty, but it takes a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, I'm already salivating here from the way you explained it. It sounds very yummy. Any halwa is definitely yummy, but I think pumpkins have the
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, yes. And
Yeah.
pumpkins, the first thing that I would like to share with all of you is any type of pumpkins have very high levels of beta carotene. They also have the yellow pumpkins, the orange pumpkins. They are high in vitamin A. They are high in C. They are also high in beta carotene, which is excellent for your skin, for your heart. And it is also very rich in fiber. The more fibrous you see, Joe, when you remove the pumpkins and usme jo, you see the strings coming out. The more strings you see inside a pumpkin, the more fibrous it is. And the seeds of the pumpkins are very, very helpful as a great quality of vegetarian protein. So if you want to take out the seeds from any type of pumpkin, keep them out, dehydrate them, put it in an air fryer and just kind of toss it up a little bit, add a little ghee to it, toast it nicely. You can powder it, add it in your chapati flour, in your wheat flour, in your bread. You can add it as, pumpkin seeds to your salads. These are all excellent quality of protein. The story I wanted to share with all of you is, I remember, I think this is the first Halloween when I was in the country, and they used to have these pumpkins in different shapes. They used to have it like green in color, white in color, spotted ones, all different types and different shapes, right? And I thought it was probably something to display. And I put it out in our Navratri doll festival. And then, sure enough, I didn't realize that these were live pumpkins or vegetables. I thought they were wax products because they were so shiny. And then I stored them inside the attic, not knowing that they were real pumpkins. Good enough to know next year when I saw them, they were all shriveled and rotted, and all I could see was the skin. So that's how deceiving these pumpkins can be. But please try every single type of pumpkin. Pumpkins, the best time to try is this season. I mean, not even now, winter, but fall season. Try all the different pumpkins. Pumpkins do really very well for soups. They can be an excellent stock, especially when you have the gourd pumpkins, the ones which have got the stronger skin, the squashes, the ones which has got the thicker the skin it is, the more tougher the inside pulp, and the better the product is. So they can give you a lot of vitamins and minerals, which is very, very helpful and very, very good for the heart, for the skin, and also as a fiber, an excellent source of fiber. And pumpkin, by the way, the orange pumpkin is sweeter, but the lighter the color, the more, the lesser the sweetness is also what you see. So next one, Geeta ji.
We have Ashwini ji here too.
Awesome. Ashwini ji, welcome on board. I missed you, my dear buddy. How are you?
Ashwini ji, please unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, please.
Hello everyone.
Namaste, namaste, Ashwini. How are you doing?
Namaste, ma'am. I'm
Awesome.
doing fine, ma'am. Sorry for joining.
That's okay. Ashwini, do you have anything to share about pumpkins? Any insight
Okay.
from your nutrition
Actually,
background?
I found that it is a good source of it is an anti-diabetic as well as anti-hypertensive agent because of the presence of there is a inositol, D-inositol. There is a thing which is an insulin secretor as well as sensitizer. So if you are going to consume pumpkin, it is going to, type 2 diabetes is much more improved where we are having insulin insensitivity. So it is an insulin sensitizer. So it will be very helpful in all the diabetic patients, in type 2 diabetic patients mainly, as well as an anti-hypersensitive agent, ma'am. Like it has an capacity to inhibit AC, like antigen converting enzyme inhibitor. We take it as pills. AC inhibitors, we take it as pills. But pumpkin is a natural source of AC inhibitor, actually. That is what I want.
Okay, very good, very good. Just a summary on what Ashwini was talking about. there are particular blood pressure medications that you take, which are ACE inhibitors. What she's saying is that some of the properties that any of these pumpkins have can be a direct replacement. Instead of taking a pill, you could take these. But again, as Dr. Ashwini would rightly advise, if you do need to take a pill and not replace it completely with a vegetable, you have to be more careful and cautious about doing that also. But I think that was a great, property that she had mentioned. And also not to forget the insulin resistance and the increased sensitivity of insulin. So a lot of people who have insulin resistance, when they are checking their insulin levels and the doctor tells them that you may have insulin resistance, ये तब होता है कि जब हमारे body में stomach area में, when your fat increases, your insulin resistance goes up. If you want to reduce that insulin resistance, using products of the pumpkin family may be helpful. Is that correct, Ashwini?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Very good.
Yes,
Okay. over to the next person.
Lalita, I have a question. Like, how about pumpkin seeds? Nowadays, they sell it in,
Yeah, exactly what I
beneficial
spoke
it is.
about, Geeta. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most useful products in terms of your antioxidants. You do not want to overcook pumpkin seeds. Dehydrated pumpkin seeds and used, just tossed in your vegetables or put it in your salads, put it in your breads, grind it up to a nice powder and add it into your oatmeal. Pumpkin seeds, oatmeal, sunflower seeds and oatmeal, all of these seeds are very high in the essential oils. Remember, we spoke about some of the omega-3 and omega-6. Some of these seeds are extremely helpful for those omega-3 and omega-6. And also, they are a great source of vegetarian protein. A lot of the amino acids that you may not find with some of the other vegetable proteins, in combination with pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, you will be able to see them. So the seeds of these are very helpful. So the best way to store them, only thing is pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, jo bhi ho, you do not want to keep them in the shelf for too long because the oils in them do get rancid, which means it'll start getting spoiled. So when you get a bitterness when you bite or chew into these seeds, that means they are not at best, in the best of its storage life. You might want to discard it and buy new ones. So those are important properties that you need to remember about the pumpkin seeds.
Okay. Vijaya Nair.
Vijaya Nair ji, बोलिए.
कुछ अभी तो दिखाई नहीं दे रहा.
अच्छा, आएगा अभी.
हाँ. Okay. Spices 200.
Spices for 200 आपका है. Okay, let's see what you get.
Black pepper.
Black pepper, excellent. और आपको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं इसको?
काली मिर्च.
मरी.
काली मिर्च, मरी. Okay, awesome. Very good, very good. हमने कुछ सीख लिया. Okay. हम बोलते हैं, तमिल में बोलते हैं इसको मिलग और मलयालम में बोलते हैं मिलग. So there is also different varieties of pepper. The long pepper जो होता है वो भी होता है. ये जो होता है we put it. So आप कैसे यूज करते हो जी, विजया जी?
हम काली मिर्च ये मसाले में यूज करते हैं. और वैसे काली मिर्च इसमें गले के लिए भी बहुत अच्छी है. जब चाय बनाते हैं तो इसमें थोड़ा सा 2-3 ब्लैक पेपर डाल देती हूँ जिंजर के. तो मोस्टली मसाले के लिए ज्यादा यूज होती है ब्लैक
masalas. Yes, it's a very spice and it's a very good masala. And it also has a lot of antioxidant properties. The first thing, the first thing, Vijayaji or all of you, there is a very good grandmother medication that I use, especially when I have very bad sinuses, pressure. I grind the pepper, the black pepper, into a nice powder, add a little bit of milk, make like a paste, and put over your forehead and the temples of your forehead and the top of your head. यहाँ पे जो पॉइंट है ना हमारा, वहां पे
जी
थोड़ा सा अगर आप लगाओगे तो ऑल दैट एक्स्ट्रा फ्लूइड जो यू नो द डिस्चार्ज जो है वो निकलता है, एंड इट इज रियली हेल्पफुल. थोड़ा सा तो जलन होगा, बट इट्स वेरी वेरी गुड. Besides that, it is extremely good as an anti-inflammatory agent. And I'm sure Ashwini has got a lot to share. It has also got anti-cancerous properties. इसके अलावा ब्लैक पेपर, ये जो डिहाइड्रेटेड फॉर्म है जब होता है, that it becomes black pepper. When you actually grow it, especially in places like Coorg and Kerala, it has a very tropical growing temperature requirement. And when you grow it, it comes as a green pepper, and it comes in little strands like a bunch, just जैसे grapes होता है. When you make a pickle out of it, it is one of the most nutritious and one of the best probiotic that you can get, a simple probiotic that you can get. It's one of my favorites. Ashwini, do you have any great things to share about pepper?
I want to say two things. One is like it is a rich source of manganese, ma'am, actually. So which will be very, very helpful in a bone health in particular. And second thing is that it prevents gas discomfort actually. So we have indigestion or gas buildup, or we feel like belching very often, we can take pepper in any form in food so that we don't feel that belching or gas discomfort very often.
Correct. In fact, Indian cooking system, Ayurvedic cooking system does not include hara mirch or red mirch. They include only black pepper.
Black pepper.
All of the ailments that they have, the time of ailments, when a lady is pregnant, when you are having a little child, or when you want to start the spices, black pepper is probably one of the most easiest and much more calming spice in terms of using spices. Especially Ayurveda goes very strongly by using black pepper versus red chili, or green chilies. Red chilies and green chilies, I think we have inherited from other ethnicities, but in the Indian cooking system, black pepper is probably one of the basic things that every household has. It cures your colds, it cures your sinuses, it cures your aches and pains for headaches. Black pepper is also used as a great source for your milagu rasam. I don't know how many of you know about milagu tanni soup or milagu tani soup. It's very popular here. But milagu tanni soup is, milagu is pepper, tani is water, and a soup made out of black pepper or rasam made out of the pepper alone is an excellent source for treating all colds. So I have somebody who has contributed something in the chat. I use only black pepper in food and tea. Excellent. Very good. SKG, awesome. All right, on to the next one, Geeta ji.
I'm Sunila.
Sunila ji, boliye ji.
Yeah, I mean,
What is your
yeah,
choice?
okay.
I use only black pepper because I cannot eat. My husband used to have ulcers, so I used to avoid the other chilies. So from that time, I use only black pepper. I don't use any other garam masala, just dhania, jeera, and black pepper.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. I'm hearing it more and more and more, especially with the sattvic type of diet. Jo yogic diet hai, usme they don't do any chilies or any green chilies. They only do pepper. So you're in the right track, Sunila ji. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Geeta ji, who's next?
Gohil uncle.
Gohil uncle, welcome. How are you? Please give your choice.
Unmute Gohil uncle ji. Unmute. You're muted. Oh. Yes.
400 fruits.
400 for fruits. Roots, sorry. 400 for roots. Okay, awesome. Okay, ji. Let's see what you have here.
Yeah.
नहीं, गोयल जी को बोलने दो, गोयल.
Sakkaria.
Shakarkandi, sweet potato.
Sweet potato. They are sweet potatoes.
I'm sorry. I think I lost you guys for a second. Did I lose my
No,
Wi-Fi?
that it is right.
Okay, what was the? I'm not able to see the screen.
No,
My
he,
screen is
yeah,
frozen.
that's the right one. He said sweet potato. It was sweet.
Good job, good job, good job. Sweet potato it is. Very good, Goalji. Sweet potato. How do you like your sweet potatoes, Goalji?
It can be every use potatoes. Likewise, we use sweet potatoes. It can be used in a fasting, and it's good for everything.
Good for everything. You like your sweet potatoes when you're doing fasting.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Very good. Very good. Ashwini, I want you to first take charge and give us a few points here, and then I'll talk about some things that I have in mind too.
First thing is, it is very rich source of vitamin A, which can be easily eaten. Just boil it with some salt and you can eat it like every other day. It will give you a very good source of vitamin A. Second is, it is also a very good source of iron and potassium, which will help you in maintaining your blood pressure levels, and which will help you being taking iron is very important, and it is easily available in the form, even though it is like everyone says it is a potato kind of thing, but it is compared to potato, sweet potato has much more nutritional sources, including vitamin A source and iron and potassium. Even though its carbohydrate content is consumed for its vitamin contents and vitamin contents.
Excellent, excellent, very good. Sorry, I lost you guys for a second there. I think my Wi-Fi was choppy there. Is everybody able to hear me? Geeta, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so yes, sweet potato is a phenomenal source of vitamin C, vitamin A, potassium. My God, this in the potato category, I think this is the king of all potatoes. In my opinion, even before you do potato sabji with, the very popular potato sabji, the fried potato sabji, if you are able to include sweet potato in your diet on a regular basis, you are going to get rid of. Also, sweet potato is an excellent source of fiber. So I actually wanted to share with all of you, for example, when you take a sweet potato, I'm right back here. When you take a sweet potato and you slit it in between, you put some olive oil on the outside and slit it in between, break open, and you can add capsicum, tomatoes, corn, onions, a little bit of ginger garlic paste, and make a nice tadka out of it, make a nice sabji out of it, put it in your toaster oven at 350 degrees. While this cooks, put the filling inside, add a little bit of cheese and some sour cream if you want. This can be a fantastic meal by itself. Meal in a potato, that's what I call it. One meal in a potato. So with this one potato, you can easily get all your potassium, your vitamin C, your vitamin A, all your requirements for the entire day can be satisfied with one small potato. Once again, the way you do it is you grease it nicely with olive oil, slit it open, or put little holes in them so it can open, because otherwise the pressure is too much. Put it in the toaster oven at 350. In the meantime, make a sabji out of it of your choice. If you are careful that you don't want to add cheese to it, you can add some paneer to it also. Put it inside, make it like the baked potato. Add a little fresh, cheese in there or sour cream in there, and it is the yummiest meal by itself. So I wanted to share this with you. Okay, on to the next one.
And it's cheaper also.
It's cheaper also. Yes, yes, Golji. Very good point made. Yes, it's actually called a poor man's food. It used to be called, in India especially, I don't know about here. Here it's considered to be a delicacy also sometimes, because sweet potatoes can be a little expensive. Here, the most popular thing that we see is the sweet potato they make. So good point, Goelji. Okay, who's next?
Okay, next one, Niranjan Parikanti.
I can go.
Niranjan Parekh. Ji.
Yes. Fruit. 300.
Fruit for 300.
Fruit.
हाँ.
300.
Ji.
Kiwi.
Awesome.
Kiwi.
Yes. Let's find out if you got the right answer. And I think it is the answer. आप कैसे यूज करते हो कीवी को अपने डाइट में?
कीवी एक एंटी एंजिन है और उसमें बहुत सारे फाइबर भी है और मैं उसको फ्रूट के तरीके से खाती हूँ। विटामिन बी है, विटामिन ए है और स्किन के लिए भी बहुत अच्छा है, हार्ट के लिए भी बहुत अच्छा है।
Very good. Vitamin C. One kiwi fruit, kiwi fruit, it is the king of all fruits in terms of the vitamin C levels. Kiwi fruit is actually, some people have allergies with it, especially with the seeds. They get the thickness of the tongue, or they have issues. So you may want to be careful with any type of allergies with the seeds. But kiwi is probably one of the best fruits in terms of the highest levels of vitamin C. You also want to eat it when it's not too ripe or too mushy, because once you remove the skin and you cut it across, I usually put it in my fruit salad or just eat it by itself. Generally, fruits eaten as a meal by itself is always healthier than combining it with other foods. So fruits, when you eat them as a meal by itself or a snack by itself. Kiwi is definitely, you can use it in a lot of your dessert items. You can put it in your ice cream. You can put it in your, if you would like your oatmeal a little bit, sour and a little bit of sweetness to it, you can add it. But sometimes the acidity can kind of trigger the milk to, be curdled, but be careful about that. Don't put it while you're cooking it. You can add it after you cook your oatmeal. You can also add your your kiwi to your desserts. Like I was telling you, you can make beautiful purees out of it, add it as a nice dressing to your salad. You can add your kiwi as a paste in your dessert items. It's a great enhancer because it's got that little sweetness to it and the tartiness to it also. Ashwini, any more that you can share, please?
I want to tell that since need folate, but if which is rich in actually green leafy vegetables, but we cook, it is going to disappear. The folate is going to disappear. But if we are eating kiwi, we are getting the folate as such. We are getting whatever the amount present in the fruit as such. We are not losing any of the folate from the kiwi. First thing, so it is one of the rich source of folate. Second thing is it is rich in potassium, low in sodium. So it is helpful for patients with hypertension. Third thing is a low GI food. So people who are diabetic who wants to eat fruits can eat kiwi. Fourth thing is that it is one of the low food. Last time we were discussing about irritable bowel syndrome, which is a function. One of the foods which can be eaten in IBS patients are kiwi.
Excellent. Very good points and great points made. And I do want to add to this that, most of fruits, when they are eaten by themselves, rather than drinking it as a juice form, eating the fruit in itself really, really helps because you get the fiber content, you get the vitamin C, you get the folates, as she so rightly said. Folates is extremely important for your heart. Folic acid is very important for your heart, and it's a great protector in terms of balancing your blood pressure levels too. So kiwi is a great fruit for diabetics as well as for IBS problems. You do want to be careful with eating the fruit, especially when you have kidney problems, because it does have higher potassium levels also. But that said, moderation is key everywhere. That's most important. Okay, Geeta ji, next one.
Yeah, Kapila Patel.
Ji, Kapila ji.
Please unmute कीजिए. Kapila, yeah.
Yes, spice 400.
Spice for 400 it is. Okay.
Yes. Oh, saffron.
Awesome. Good job. Great guess and wonderful answer. Very prompt answer. आप कैसे use करते हो saffron?
वो मिल्क में डाल के वैसे केसर वाला दूध पीते हैं ना
जी, उसके अलावा
सेफ्रॉन में जैसे यूज करती हूँ कुछ भी लाइक श्रीखंड बनाओ उसमें भी यूज करती हूँ ऐसे मिठाई में कभी कभी
राइस में भी यूज कर सकते हैं.
So you use it mainly as a spice or you know you use it mainly for your enhancing of the flavor, है ना?
Yes. और
yes. Ji. And Ashwini, please, I think you should go first and then I will add on to it.
Okay, ma'am. So first thing is it is a powerful antioxidant. Second thing, it reduces the premenstrual syndrome. Like when we are literally like vulnerable in emotional, physical, or any kind of way, if you take a saffron, it is going to make you soothe your mood actually. So it is very important in that aspect. That's why it is called like sunshine spice. So it is going to make you feel good when you consume it. And third thing is that it reduces the appetite. So if you want to lose weight, you can consume it in a moderate quantities in regularly. So these are the things I want to tell.
Excellent points made. And I do want to add that for insomnia or for lack of sleep, if you add a little bit of saffron to a small quantity of milk with a little bit of turmeric in it, it actually increases your, enhances your melatonin levels and it calms you down. Like Ashwini just rightly said, the reason why saffron does that is it increases your melatonin levels or it helps to balance your melatonin, which helps to calm you, which helps you to sleep. It also helps a lot with, your skin. For good skin, most of the Ayurvedic products that they are using right now, everything they use has saffron in it. So if you want to use a natural face pack, you want to have a good complexion, you want to have a clear skin, if you don't want any, rashes in your skin, or if you don't want any, acne and stuff, they usually use saffron as a very good ingredient in the face packs. And the other important part about saffron is it helps for arthritis. A small amount of saffron soaked in water or consumed in a little bit of milk with a little bit of cinnamon in it in the morning, first thing in the morning with thoda sa milk, just take it up and take it before you start other foods, really helps with arthritis. So it's got some great properties. The flower, this is actually the stamen of the flower. जहाँ पे जब हम फूल देखते हैं उसके अंदर जो the inner part of it is the saffron that they dry out, and it's a beautiful flower also. The saffron flower is also actually used in a lot of the Far East cooking. They use a lot of the saffron flowers too in that. So great points. Excellent. Let's move on. How much time do we have, Geeta ji?
We have 15 more minutes.
लता जी,
जी जी, yes.
हम अपने भाइयों को भैया दूज पे इसका टीका लगाते हैं चावल के साथ, so we can get money from our brothers.
What a point made. Okay, I'll make sure I will add the tika for my brother and make sure that I get extra money with Bhai Dooj next
Yeah,
time.
you put rice with it too.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely enhances the smell, right? Saffron ke saath jo bhi hum add karte hain, it enhances the smell. Okay, I'll remember next time.
Yeah. Next one,
Okay,
Jaya Patel.
Jaya Patel, please. Make your choice.
Yes, vegetable 400.
Yeah. That's it. Clear. That's right.
Vegetable for 400. Yes.
Looks like tindoda.
Tindola.
Yes.
Tendli.
The vegetable.
Yes. Anybody
And
knows? Anybody knows what it's called in English?
Tindli.
Tindora, tingli.
Tinda, I don't know what in English, I don't know.
That's okay. We'll find out. But you got the right answer.
Yeah, I use as a sabzi vegetable. We cook it, we cut it, and spice
Kundru.
and roti.
Some gold.
It is called ivy gourd. It is in the gourd family. It's called ivy gourd. It is yes, yes. आप सब्जी में use करते हो ना?
Yes.
हाँ सब्जी
yes.
बनती है उसकी.
Yes. Very popular sabji. हाँ, सभी खाते हैं. Okay, Ashwini, I think you should be the only one sharing because we've got quite a few tiles to go. So let's keep it going. Yeah.
Okay. So first, it is also one of the vegetables which is going to reduce the blood sugar levels, and it is a source of rich source of beta carotene and iron. And third thing is it in patients with osteoarthritis to reduce the inflammation levels. And fourth thing is that it is a rich source of vitamin B2, like riboflavin, which is really important in all the energy metabolism that is happening in our body. So these are the four things I want to tell.
Excellent, excellent. All I can say is that जो भी आप vegetable खा रहे हो,
सांबार में डालते हैं.
उसको अगर जी सांबार में डालते हैं, सब्जी में डालते हैं. Lot of the kuttu that we make in the South Indian food we added. इसका जो सब्जी बनता है, it become, it also grows bigger and then you make it. But all I can say is जो भी gourd vegetables है, they are rich in fiber and they've got a lot of riboflavin, as she was saying. So please use them without overcooking them. The much important point here is जब भी हम vegetable cook करते हैं, do not overcook them because then you lose a lot of the nutrients. Next one, Geeta ji. Who's going next?
Prafulla ji.
Prafulla ji, please.
We can't hear you, Prafulla ji.
I'll go for roots 200.
Roots for 200. Okay, Prafulla ji.
Okay.
Let's see what you have here.
There's a muli.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you use
reddish?
What do you?
It's
what
a
do you
reddish,
use your
reddish, but not a red one. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you use your radish? What do you cook?
In a salad, mainly in a salad, and then we make a muli paratha as well. So in a chapati, like but a paratha, muli paratha, or red salad mainly.
Excellent, excellent.
Sabji बनती है उसकी, sabji.
And do you guys use it in sambar?
No, we don't. But the one thing I do, muli's leaves, I don't throw that away. I'll make saute in a little jeera and coriander, little saute bhi karke uski green bhi kha lete. So it's not wasted. So
too much tasty, correct.
But I don't put it in a sambar or dal or nothing. No.
Hamare South we use radish very popularly, not as much as in the parathas. We use it more in the sambar because in sambar it has a very good flavor, especially with the South Indian sambar. When you kind of saute it in a little bit of oil, the juiciness of it and the texture gives a very good flavor in sambar. Ashwini, please add on some insight here.
Actually, it looks like radish is a vegetable which is which was nature for diabetes. It has so many chemical compounds, and each one has a specific mechanism to control diabetes or to prevent the formation of diabetes. So it's like a miracle vegetable kind of thing that God has bestowed in nature because it has so many chemical compounds, but every one of them is trying to prevent the formation of diabetes or reducing the blood sugar levels in diabetic patients. And second thing is that vitamin C, it is also rich in vitamin C as well as in iron. That's what I wanted to say.
Excellent, excellent. And one more thing I do want to add is UTI. Any concerns with urinary tract infections, you can use it as radish as a good, radish ka jab juice banta hai. The only thing is the problem with radish is it is also high in sulfur. So when you cook it, you may have a smell which is very prominent smell. Sometimes if you have GI problems, it can be pretty strong smell. So you have to be careful. But radish ka jo juice banta hai, that treats a lot of the UTI problems, especially with urinary tract infections. So white radish is
Good to know.
But it's gassy, right, Lata ji?
It is gassy, yes. So that is why they say कि अगर आप उसको juice के हिसाब से थोड़ा सा पिएंगे, so then it probably doesn't cause you so much discomfort, because it has got all of the properties that she was talking about, Ashwini, she was talking about, that is an anti-diabetic food. So it's got high fiber content, and it's a lot of it's got high gas producing properties too. So if you want to reduce that, because it doesn't have high sugar, radish as a juice can be consumed. It cannot be so tasty, but it can be consumed as a juice for you.
How about the
Okay,
red,
next one.
How about the red
Same thing.
radish?
Same thing. जो भी color के हिसाब से हम देखते हैं ना, when you change the color, the properties of the the color gives it different vitamins and minerals. There is certain things that they call that the color produces that gives you anti-cancerous properties or antioxidants, but they are all in the same category in terms of their anti-diabetic food or fiber high rich food, or that they have a lot of vitamin C and stuff. Okay, next one, please.
Yes, I mean, Lalita ji, I would like to add this one. We have, seniors joining from all over the world, like whoever answered, Prafulla ji, she joining from London. And I have one more in Sunila ji, she joined us from Spain. And I have another one from India, Santosh Bajaj. They're all in this program.
That is fantastic. We have international integration here. That is fantastic.
Yes.
That is awesome. That is really good. Very, very happy to know that. And this really is what keeps us going. We're so happy and proud of you that you participate so well and make this happen for us. So thank you so much, everybody. Really,
It's
really
excellent
appreciate
program.
it. Okay.
Excellent program.
Okay, I would
like
enjoy it.
Yeah. And yes, next one, Usha Kapoor.
Usha ji.
Yes, 500 leafy vegetable.
500 for leafy vegetable, it is Usha ji. Usha ji, you had also asked about sweet potato. I'll talk about that. Varieties.
Okay.
Yeah.
This looks like spinach, I think. It's a red one. I'm not too sure about this. I've seen it, but I don't get the name.
Okay. All right. We'll find out what it is.
In Gujarati, tandoor, Rajgira.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen the vegetable. I have brought it, but I don't know the name about it.
Okay. Amaranth leaves. Amaranth leaves actually are, do you use it first of all? It's called Rajgira.
I use it like a spinach. I make like a saag.
जी, साग बनाते हैं हम लोग. हाँ, दाल के साथ बनाते हैं.
चना की दाल डाल के.
जी. Any other ways that you have cooked it with?
No, then I make the chana dal, or I also make some parathas with that.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah. So just like leaves, like spinaches, you can put it. Right. You can also have amaranth leaves, kale, cilantro, and curry leaves के साथ अगर आप soup बनाओगे, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. Put everything, cut it all into big pieces, and don't chop it too fine because you're going to lose a lot of the nutrients. Just cut it into big bunches. Put it in your cooker. Just take one whistle, and उसके साथ एक potato भी डाल दो. Churn it up nicely and make a beautiful soup out of it. I'm telling you guys, that can be your lifesaver for a lot of the winter days. Okay. You don't have to have anything. It's got a lot of bulking too, and a great source of a lot of the vitamins and minerals. Ashwini, please add on to it.
Actually, it has almost all vitamins, all fat soluble vitamins, all water soluble vitamins. It's like it has everything, like minerals, everything is there. There is nothing like specifically it has this one rich, this one, there is not this one. It has almost every vitamin and every mineral. So it has rich in antioxidants, it is rich in all the minerals, especially the calcium, magnesium, and manganese, and all the fat soluble vitamins, as well as the water soluble vitamins, especially folate. It's like go-to thing, like how we consume the vitamin capsules. You can go rather to amaranth leaves to take whatever you want, take the required amount of vitamins and minerals for that day.
Very, very good, Ashwini. I think that is a great thing. It is called also in India, it's called Tandakirai. In Tamil Nadu, it's called Tandakirai. The stem of it is also very high in fiber. The whole plant, actually, amaranth seeds are now used as a great source of grain, because they use that. Amaranth flour is used as a great substitute for diabetic patients. Amaranth, instead of wheat flour, they also use it for breads. So great source of vitamins and minerals. Next one, please, Geeta ji.
Yes,
This game is so exciting. We can keep talking about it with so many wonderful people.
My mom used to just tadka dal ke, garlic, and she used to saute this leaves, and we used to eat it with yogurt rice.
Okay, fantastic. That is excellent. That sounds yummy. You're all making me hungry now.
Okay,
next one.
Santosh Bajaj.
Yeah.
Santosh ji, yes.
Yes, yeah. I'll go for leafy vegetables, 400.
Leafy vegetables of 400 it is. And
Yes.
you're in Spain?
No, I'm in Mumbai right now. So next month I'm coming to US because my 3 kids are there. And I'll be there for 6 months there.
Awesome. What's your answer for this?
This is
No. This is no pudina.
This coriander leaves.
No.
Take a guess again.
Methi.
It is. Oh, because I'm doing it on my phone today. That's why it's so small. Couldn't see it. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
That's okay.
Methi
That's
seeds. Yeah.
G.
My favorite.
How do you use it in your food?
Methi aloo, methi roti. Then
paratha.
Yes, paratha. That's what. Yes. Then methi rice also.
Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful with garlic in it. Methi and garlic. Yeah.
Awesome. This sounds like a very tantalizing combination of foods that we can have. Fenugreek leaf is actually a great also
and turmeric in it. Yeah.
Turmeric, yeah. And also the one important factor for fenugreek is infertility problems. Lot of the infertility concerns, both with men and women, can be addressed with fenugreek and with fenugreek leaves, and also a great source for milk production for lactating women. But Ashwini, I want you to add some insight also.
We use fenugreek seeds for being anti-diabetic. Usually in in hospitals, we tell them to take fenugreek seeds because it has an anti-diabetic character. But fenugreek leaves also has an anti-diabetic property, actually. I think all of fenugreek is as an anti-diabetic thing. If you can't consume fenugreek seeds in the morning through your normal water or something, you can add fenugreek leaves and eat. And second thing is that it is going to there's a cell, like bone cell, which will be eating your bones actually. But what fenugreek leaves does is it reduces those bone cells so that it is making you making your bones strong, to remain strong.
Yes. Bone के लिए सही बात है.
So these two things I wanted to use.
बहुत फायदा है, सही बात है.
That is fantastic. So remember, all people, especially when we are losing our bone health as we are increasing in chronological age, from the age of 50, especially postmenopausal women have more concerns. For men, it usually starts from 55. So when you have bone loss, increase your fenugreek leaves so you can reduce the bone loss and also protect your bones. Apart from that, also with libido and with infertility problems and with sexual concerns, there is a lot of great properties with fenugreek leaves. So if you have a lack of sexual drive, and if there are any concerns there, you can take fenugreek leaves to help you with that, just in the same family as the moringa leaves. So a great point, important point to remember. Okay, next one, Geeta ji.
Kiran Malik.
Kiran ji.
I'll take 100 for roots.
100 for roots. Okay.
Oh,
No,
onion.
it's not showing me.
Red onion.
No, please let her guess. Let her guess.
I'm not getting.
Were you able to see it?
Okay, red onions.
Okay, very good. Excellent.
Yeah,
And how
now
do you
I'm
use
able
the
to
red
see it.
onions?
Yes. Oh, in my vegetables, in salad, in tofu, in sprouts, in salad, a lot of things. I mean, red onion is a savor. Parantha, yes. Aloo and pyaj ka parantha. And ki sabji, you know, with dry paneer ki sabji. In bindi, a lot of vegetables I use. In the soup even.
Correct. Yes. Correct. This is the only vegetable that makes you cry, right?
Yeah, onion. Yeah, when you cut
The
them.
only vegetable that makes you cry. Okay. But Ashwini, please, I want you to be the first person talking, and then I'll share some more.
Actually, onion is one of the most easy that we can eat like all time, anytime, with any kind of food. So it is one of the most important source of prebiotic which helps you maintain a good amount of normal bacteria in your gut, which plays a very, very important role in everything else that happens in your body, from your immunity to how we are going to age. So everything is important based on your gut microbiota. That means the organism that is living in your gut. So if you have to maintain a good level of normal and healthy microorganisms, you have to make good prebiotic. And onion is one such thing which is easily available, which we can be add in any kind of food and eat it. So one point is that. Second thing is it is also going to decrease the rate at which you are losing the bone, especially in postmenopausal women. These are the two things I wanted to.
Yes, and one more important property that onions have, is called the quercetin, which is actually available for heart health and cardiovascular diseases. And they have seen both garlic and onions. They are very, very good in a lot of the cardiovascular helping properties. But in the Ayurvedic diet, they generally don't recommend that you take onions or the garlic because they have the rajasic properties and that they don't allow you to take it as much. But onion taken in its raw form, as she was so rightly saying, in a lot of populations, bite the onions with their food for a lot of the good properties that it can help you, and it's cheaper also. Okay, next one, please.
Yeah, I don't see many people, I mean, on the screen. Rameshwarji, are you there? Rameshwar Koirala.
Okay.
Okay.
Geeta ji, I'll go.
Yeah, Neelam ji, go ahead.
Okay, leafy vegetable $100.
Leafy vegetable 100. Okay. Let's see what you have, Neelam ji.
Let me see. I can't see right now.
Yeah, it come.
Yeah. Cabbage.
Okay. All right. And Neelam ji, how do you use your cabbages?
I make vegetable and sometimes soup, patta gobi, and sometimes I make it, I mix it with salad, like that.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I do want to say one of the more important nutrients which is required in a small quantity, but yet a very important property is vitamin K. vitamin K, which can actually be very helpful, especially with the blood clotting properties and stuff like that. You have to be very careful. But cabbage is highly nutritious in vitamin K. Besides that, it's a great vegetable for fiber content, and it's got a lot of the anthocyanins from the white vegetable. So the green and white vegetable category, of course, the curly cabbage, when you take the curly cabbage, it's even higher. इसी category में, cabbage के category में, अगर आप purple cabbage खाओगे तो उसके properties और भी higher है. Green cabbage खाओगे या curly cabbage खाओगे तो और भी properties higher है. And yes, Ashwini, I think you will have a different insight to it also.
I just want to add one thing, that while cooking cabbage, people who have hypothyroidism or something, make it with a good amount of iodine so that you don't get the goitrogen effect on your thyroid. That is one thing that I want to mention.
Yes.
It says even the cabbage has a goitrogen, but if you cook it with a good amount of iodine that is needed, then you're not going to get the goitrogenic effect on your thyroid. So it will be helpful.
Well, the one way that you can supplement it is add a little salt. And sometimes they also say that to eliminate the smell from cabbage, when you add a little bit of ginger along with it, while you're cooking it, just add a small piece of ginger. That smell can be cut off, because your whole house usually kind of smells when you cook it with cabbage. Cabbage is a great source for stock. When you want to make a vegetable stock or a soup stock, cabbage aids as a very, very good source there. Okay, very good. Okay, what's the next one?
Yeah, I have Sunila ji, then Kshama ji. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sunila ji, go
Sunila
ahead,
ji.
then Kshama ji. Okay.
Leafy vegetable, 300.
For 300. Okay.
Oh, it is broccoli.
Broccoli. Okay. All right. I think that's a very obvious answer. And how do you use your vegetable?
I use it in vegetables cooking. You can have it as a boiled side dish also. That's it. And sometimes I make fritters also with broccoli. And in Chinese food also you can put.
So you can put it in stir fries, correct? Yes. And people, if you make a broccoli soup, broccoli soup is probably the best. In Indian, South Indian cooking, where we make the uslis, we call it we make it with dal. We do chana dal, tuvar dal, we soak it, and then we make a grind, paste out of it, and then we kind of cook it a little bit in oil, and then we steam the broccoli. Don't over steam the broccoli. You do not want to steam it for more than 7 to 8 minutes. Steaming is probably the best way. If you boil, you're going to lose a lot of your vitamins. Once you cook it and you mix the dal, it is a very good supplement in terms of giving iron and vitamin C, because broccoli has got the vitamin C, and then there is iron from your lentils or your pulses. So the combination is a great combination. We use this as what it's called parpusli in South India. Ashwini, please go ahead.
Like you're saying.
We have so many anti-compounds in broccoli, ma'am, which is a very, very good vegetable to prevent against cancer, because there are so many compounds and most of them are anti-cancerous in nature. And second thing is, broccoli is also rich in iron and manganese. So bone health as well as for treating anemia, to prevent anemia, we can consume broccoli.
Excellent, excellent. Very good point. And like I said, always combine your broccoli, because it's got the vitamin and the iron. Combine it with foods in combination, that your absorption of the iron is enhanced. And last, we have Shamaji for roots for 500. Make a guess.
Oh, garlic.
Shamaji. Shamaji, unmute yourself.
Garlic. Okay.
Garlic, listen.
Lasoon. Lasoon. Okay. Very good. What do you use it for, Shamaji?
Garlic I use my all cooking, like putting in all vegetable. Mostly I use garlic in my all food, and sometimes garlic chutney. I think I cannot live without garlic.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's a very essential food in your palate, in your diet, huh?
Yes.
So Ashwini, yeah, please add some very deep insight. I'm sure you have some great things to share about garlic.
I have two things to say actually. One is like it is going to reduce your cholesterol, triglyceride levels. So people who want to reduce your cholesterol level or higher cholesterol level or higher triglycerides level, that means that when your lipid levels are high or your fat levels are high in your diet, you consume the garlic at a regular intervals and in moderate amounts. And second thing is it is also going to reduce your blood sugar levels. So consume it properly.
Excellent. Two important properties which we have been talking about for many years. Garlic eaten raw can give you a very strong smell and a breath, but so be careful about your breath when you are consuming raw garlic. That said, you can also use it in your pickles, you can use it in your salads, you can use it in your cooking. The properties are much more enhanced when it's eaten in a raw form or in a less cooked form than in a processed or in a cooked form. The anti-cancerous properties, the anti-diabetic properties, and the anti-cholesterol properties are the great things that we need to talk about. I think we've successfully completed a full tile of Foodpardy. Very good. Good job, everybody. India home.
And garlic is good for
बात और कॉफ में भी अच्छा है
जी
जी so much, so informative.
बात और
Thank you so much.
कॉफ में भी बहुत अच्छा है लहसुन
जी लहसुन कॉफ के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. You know, the reason why this is so enhancing and so fruitful is because you all contribute to it. You have high energy. आपके जो participation है, आपका जो enthusiasm है, and the people that Dr. Rao brings along, especially today we had a very good observer with us and we learned so much about his journey of life. All the very best to our man from Indiana University who is onward to his great journey. And we hope to see you soon again. And thank you, Ashwini. You are such a bounty full of information, knowledge, and expertise. It's so lovely to have one more person on board to share all the insight. Once again, thank you very much, all of you. Have a lovely afternoon.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Lalita ma'am. You have done a phenomenal
Very
job.
informative.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Saket. We will keep
doubt.
hearing your stories, Saket.
Sure, ma'am.
Take care, everybody. Have a good afternoon.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Namaste.